G'day ladies and gentle tubers. My beautiful wife is a horsey girl and she fancies herself as a bit of a Barbie equestrian and likes to be able to stuff all of her tack, mainly the saddle, in the back of her funny little city car. So today I'm going to build a saddle rack that hangs over the back seat to allow her to put the saddle in the back of the car as well as transport people in the back seat. So the plan is to hang the saddle off the back center posts of the seat. We have to protect the car as well as the saddle. On Amazon I bought this $30 odd foldable saddle rack. Now all we have to do is make a little jig that clamps around the seat posts and allows it to hang from the back of the seat. Unfortunately, the Volvo XC40 doesn't allow the back headrest to be removed, so I will need to make a clamp that goes around the posts rather than being able to lift the posts out and reinsert them over the bracket. So I'm making a rough bracket to start with because it's all going to need to be adjusted in place. So everything's a little bit oversized. The only thing that I do have cut to size is the actual width. I need this width to accommodate the two upright poles that hold the back headrest. So for now we're just going to glue and nail these together so that I can get everything matched up. So the goal, now that this is knocked up, is to have that sitting over the headrest like so. The back of the Volvo seat actually pitches back on a slight angle, which is going to make this almost horizontal across the back seat or across the back cargo area, which is good for us because the saddle sitting up like that would be too long and would not fit. The other thing is the poles for the headrest come out on a crazy angle, so I'm going to need to cut a cross section across here at that angle so that it fits against the back seat properly. I've used an adjustable square in conjunction with the bracket that I've made so far to measure the angle that that back seat goes at. So now, using a digital angle gauge, I can set my saw blade on my saw bench to that angle with this and cut that perfectly. So now, as an attempt to minimise the damage to the leather of the back seat of the car, I'm going to add a little bit of self-adhesive neoprene to the top of this bracket, as it will sit on the leather seat. The back's going to sit on the back seat, back of the seat's carpet, so there's no need for it there. But this is going to govern the distance I have to set the angle back from the back of the seat on this cut, so I need to put this on first. As you can see from the side profile there, that's cut all the way through, including the neoprene. So now we can sit that on the back headrest, make a clamp that goes over that, and we're nearly done. The poles for the headrest are about ½ an inch in diameter, and they are 145mm apart. Sorry for using both metric and imperial, but I'm an Australian in America and I've kind of got a bit of an identity crisis going on. So here we go. I need to make a clamp that will screw into this over the top of those poles because, as I said earlier, the headrest on Volvo is not removable, so we need to make this able to clamp on and clamp off. To do that, I'm again going to use some plywood. Obviously this is 1/2 inch plywood, and I need to have a space in there of 1/2 inch to clamp it against the headrest. So I'm going to laminate 2 of these together and go from there. So this is essentially how the bracket goes. So you can see that there's a notch there to clamp around the headrest poles. This will clamp to the back of the seat, and that will mount to our plate. As you can see, that's clamped over the headrest poles. The rail itself is on a slight downwards angle, which is fine. For as you can see with the back of this car, it is very close to the actual closing of the door. And once the saddle is on there, it's going to be a very near miss. But there you have it. One saddle storage for the back of car.